the city. I got every club riding with me. You can see us from a mile away, banking up the block, banking up the block.
I think I got my megaphone. You have one? I have? 911 megaphone.
Ride with me. You can see us from a mile away, banking up the block, banking up the block, through the hood. We about to get some miles in. We about to get some miles in. Okay, pedal up. Whoa. This is bike life, baby. Get up in the life, baby. Go bike life, crazy like crazy. Some change when they get they vest. You got people acting funny cause they bike is the best. No one is left behind. That's what I came for. With or without a vest, I'm still the same, bro. I'm pushing pedals, other shit is a no-no. I'm all around the globe and different people for those with that life like riding on a bike. This is bike life. Hear my song banging on the trike with the light. I'm a hot boy, riding in a hot spot click. I'ma roll up in a roll on some hot boy shit. What you know about it? Flash damn, got him on the floor. I'm the P. Diddy of bike life. You ain't know? Take that. Riding through the city. I got every club riding with me. You can see us from a mile away, banking up the block, banking up the block, through the hood. We ride through the city. I got every club riding with me. You can see us from a mile away, banking up the block, banking up the block, I'm all around town from the west to the east. Whoa. When you see me, HSRPC. Okay. When you look up, bet you see us. This is bike life. 144s on the rims, got it looking tight. Roll out, single file line, tell them follow us. Show love to get love. How many people ride with us? Right. Southwest, west side, northwest, east side. Throw your hands up, let them know what's the best side. Bike life, baby, go bike life crazy. How many people cheating with a bike life, baby? I gotta keep it real, that's the only way I know. Ride, bike, have sex is good for cardio. I'm an asshole, don't take it personal. I gotta talk about it, don't take it personal. If I didn't talk about it, then it wouldn't be bike life. Got up in the life, now they don't know how to act right. Ride through the city, I got every club
Oh yeah, big brother.
You can see us from a mile away, banging up the block, banging up the block, ride through the hood. We ride through the city. I got every club riding with me. You can see us from a mile away, banging up the block, banging up the block, through the hood. We ride through the city. I got every club riding with me. You can see us from a mile away, banking up the block, banking up the block, through the hood. We ride through the city. I got every club riding with me. You can see us from a mile away, banking up the block, banking up the block, through the hood.
Vegas strong, son.
What's up? And we're live. What's going on, everybody? The Pedals Up Podcast. This is your man, Tony Vegas, and my man,
Danny Son.
from the Pedals Up Podcast. Thank you guys for joining in on the 47th episode. 47, guy.
47th, yep.
God, we're almost to that year. We're almost to that
5-0.
year. Woo! I'm excited. Hey, man, how was your weekend?
It was good. It was busy.
You're busy?
Yeah, it was a busy weekend. It's a lot of change coming. So just preparing myself. You know what I'm saying? It's just that. It's a lot of change in my personal life, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of preparation for that. So that's why I just kind of been laying low. But I saw you were pretty active,
guy.
Also, too, shout out to Texas, man. I saw they were active as hell out there. But, Yuma was popping.
Yuma was popping. I will go back to Yuma. Yuma was just popping. It was so much fun with the Los Cyclists. Thank you guys very much for letting me take over the megaphone and emceeing it.
I saw that, man.
It was fun. There, I was like, "Hey, man, I forgot my megaphone," and he's like, "I got you." Ed called Jen. Jen went to the store. She bought me a megaphone. And I was like, "Boom, we got this. We're gonna make this pop." But there was a lot of stuff going on. I believe her name was. I think her name is Giselle. I'm terrible with names, but you know who you are. She kept talking about Gabriel. Give me my bike back. Yeah. So she won like $900 on this poker run thing.
Wow.
And the worst hand got $100.
Wow.
Yeah, the worst hand got $100. The winner got $900. And then there was bikes like crazy. There's one girl won the Warren Wong bike. And the pink one, it was dope.
How is Yuma though?
Yuma was dope.
No, but like Yuma itself, like
Okay.
Yuma.
Yuma is a little small town, but I'm a big dude, so I made it happen.
Because like really, people don't understand.
No,
I don't think
Yuma's a real small town.
Until they get there, they're like, "Yo, this is Yuma."
Hey,
It's like, "Yeah, that's Yuma."
The journey to get to Yuma for me and my buddy, oh my gosh, what did I just name? What's his name? Arnold. Me and my buddy Arnold, they went down there. Shout out to Arnold. Thanks for being my road dog going down there. He opened up his mind with new show and bikes and everything. And we went to his garage. And it's like, I told him, hey, all this got to go. It's like you saw a bigger picture on how to build a bike and show bikes and stuff. So he's like, I'm there.
But you have to go through it. It's the
you got to go through.
Everybody goes through those steps. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Everybody goes through the Facebook, Craigslist, or OfferUp, whatever it is that you do to get your stuff. Everybody goes through that.
Yep.
You have to find what you like. Because again, man, like you might see a cool bike and you're like, I want that. But it's like,
yeah,
it's maybe not built for you, for your frame, for your legs, for your, you know what I'm saying? To get the maximum, I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? You have to go through that.
You know, when we talk what we talk and we do what we do, we do what we want to do. It is what it is.
It's
that's
building
just what
experience,
we do.
I guess,
it's
right?
experience. Yeah, you know, we'll talk and we just mess up. Yeah. See, so that's how we do things. So,
It's not the Tour de France, it's the Foods de France.
So speaking of bikes, I left 2 bikes over there with my boy Anthony and JR. They're gonna do some magic and do some stretching out. So I can't wait. To see
the Arizona.
Just stay tuned for my bikes coming. Just stay tuned. So let's talk about our sponsors.
Yes,
because they're always important to us and they always support us. And thank you guys very much for supporting Pedals Up Podcast. First, what is that? Okay, we'll just talk about okay, cool. Yeah, you guys saw a glimpse. Okay, it's the Vault. But Brad Marlin, excellent dude, cool dude. He came over to my house today and had me put on some Bassett stickers on his bike. So check out his Instagram, check out his Facebook, and you'll see the video.
Bassett?
That guy's guy. They're $3,000 bikes.
But okay? Another one?
He's got 4 of them. Guy, it's telling you. I put the stickers on so they look dope. So shout out to Brad Marlin, and also we always got to talk about Mr. Robert Bell. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mr. HB Cruisers, always an awesome dude. I can't say much more. That guy he's just a dope dude. So check out his bikes on HB Cruisers, and just tell him, say, hey, Tony from Pedals Up said, what's up? So, yeah, he's a bike fabricator, so check him out. You got to have an HB Cruiser in your arsenal of bikes. And then not only that.
Mr. Jimmy Peak.
Jimmy Peak.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Peak Cycles.
Jimmy Peak.
Nice, good channel on YouTube.
Guy.
You've been doing a lot of the YouTube thing, huh?
Oh,
like you've been
man.
watching a lot of the videos. But, hey, man, like I've been telling you, like Jimmy Peak's, like his channel is amazing when it comes to the custom bicycles. So much information out there, especially for you guys that are trying to build a bike, or a lot of information out there. Because if you look, you're not going to find on the internet. You might find on a blog or a vlog or whatever they call that stuff. But why go through all that when you can just go straight to the source himself right there, man. So YouTube,
Peak.
Peak Cycles.
Watch him. I've been watching him every time I go in the garage and work on bikes. That's who I watch, and whether I'm working on whatever he's talking about or not, I do watch his show.
I left him a comment because I listen to it like how you say. I put it in the background and the soundtrack. Sometimes I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then I'll go look. I'm like, oh, it's still him. I start like I'm about to freestyle over this. And I'm like, hey, so
good show.
Good selection.
And then we also got East Valley Cruisers. That man right there's got some badass paint jobs that he does on bikes and cars. His background comes out of cars first, and then his new thing right now is doing the bikes, and he paints his own bikes and everything. He does everything himself, so it's cool guy, man, cool guy. So check him out. So thank you very much, East Valley Cruisers, for being one of the sponsors. And then
hey, happy
birthday, Mr.
Happy
Tony.
birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You know the rest of the song.
And
okay,
that was in his hands. So you got that special treatment.
Damn, got the booty clapping. All right, so happy birthday to you, my friend. May you have many more birthdays, and may your business be very successful, my friend. So those are our sponsors. Those are our sponsors for the show. Also, do not forget to like us on all of our social media that you see right here.
Damn,
you
look at
see
all that.
Boom. Wait. How's the hand supposed to go?
Right there.
Right there?
Right there.
No, but it goes this way.
Yeah, right
this
there.
Way. This way. Okay, yeah.
Now cup it a little bit.
Cup it. Oh yeah. So yeah. So check out all of our social media status. We got it on Apple Podcast, Facebook, where we do the live. That's the only place that you can do the actual chat and live. And then we also got things on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. Also, the show is live on YouTube, and then it's now on Spotify. We just got confirmation. I had 2 confirmations yesterday from the Wednesday night ride that the Spotify is working, and so you're able to go on Spotify and listen to all of our shows.
And share.
And share. Please share. Please share. If we post something up for the Pedals Up podcast, just share it, guys, because it helps everything grow. It helps everything grow. So it's our show. It's our show. When I say our show, it's all of our shows. So if we make this grow, it's just going to get better and better. And not only that you want to share us, but you also want to share these guys.
Oh, yeah. They had a awesome show this past Sunday.
Oh, and Mr. Brain.
Oh, yeah. It was a very knowledgeable guy with this bike stuff. So shout out to these guys for doing their thing. So BK42 on YouTube, the Custom Cycle Podcast, man. So check them out.
Mike Brett.
Oh,
That's
yeah, every
right.
Sunday.
Every Sunday. Hey, don't forget also, guys, swag. We got swag. This that right here. You know, we're selling the T-shirts. We're selling the hoodies. Check this out. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Tony Vegas, and my man,
Danny Son.
from the Pedals Up Podcast. We just wanted to let you guys know that we got merchandise in. We got the merch in. So we got girl cuts T-shirts. Bam, girl cut T-shirts, because y'all ladies always wanted shirts for you to fit you. And then we got the men's. We got the men's T-shirts, okay? And then also we got the hoodies. The hoodies, as you can see, that me and Danny Son and I are wearing them right now. So the hoodies are $35 and the T-shirts are $20, okay, plus shipping. All right. So if you link on to the Facebook page right here, you'll see. So go on the Facebook, okay, go on the Instagram, okay, and give us a message, and then shoot us the information if you what size you want, the address, and it's Pedals Up Podcast PayPal. So telling you, if you ain't got a Pedals Up shirt, you need to get a Pedals Up shirt, son.
Turn up my sound and let's get to tapping. Feel the wind, love bikes like I love rapping. I done jumped in the game, did a back bend, became a hot spot roller. Now I pedal up.
So there's our swag, guys. So support. Like I said, to about all the other clubs and everything else that you see out there that's bike related. Support those clubs because that money goes somewhere and it helps the club out. Pedals Up T-shirts. Support the Pedals Up show because that helps us to like actually travel and do things for bring the show over to the show. So we greatly appreciate for those who bought T-shirts so far and everyone that bought T-shirts at the Los Cyclists show. So thank you guys very much.
And right now, man, everything is popping.
Oh!
Like everything. I know all cities are you guys are lit right now. You guys are happening everywhere. So it's good to see this. So let's get into some rides, yo.
I keep on fucking going. Keep on fucking going. Keep on fucking going. Keep on fucking going.
I just wanna have fun. I just wanna have fun on the bike. That's why I ride on the bike. I just wanna have fun. I just wanna have fun.
Make it easier, huh?
Yeah. To break up. All right, we're gonna have to blow these up. And so the rides. First ride we're gonna talk about. All right. So this happens every week in Las Vegas. We got every week in Las Vegas. These are all the rides. Thank you. All the rides that are happening in Las Vegas from Monday all the way to Sunday. Okay. This Friday will be Familia's first Friday ride. So where it says free riding on your own. Yeah. Today is the day. Friday will be the day they do the first Friday ride. So check it out. All the information is on there. We'll post this up on the Pedals Up podcast. I promise this time I'm going to do it because it was busy last weekend. So this weekend I'll post everything up. So check it out, guys.
And so many rides happening right now.
Oh
so
my
again,
gosh.
we're trying to keep it right now. What are we? April and May.
In May, that's it.
So April, May is what we're trying to keep it right now because so much stuff keeps popping up. So let's get into this.
All right, so we're gonna fly through these real quick. Oh yeah, birthday celebration and ride for Tony. Okay, that's Anthony Garcia over there in San
Mission
Diego.
Beach.
He is
Yeah.
the owner. He is the owner of 619 Lowrider Bike. What is it? Lowrider Bikes and Parts. Yeah,
Yes.
Bikes and Parts. So check him out
This
if you're
is-
out there.
yeah,
in San Diego.
April 3rd. And if you in that area and you want to find out more info, this is Charro BC out there in San Diego, man. So hit them up.
Happy birthday, my friend.
Yes,
Happy
feliz
birthday.
cumpleaños.
All right, and next one. We got fly through these.
So Central Valley Cruisers and Easy Riders pop-up show Modesto. This is April 3rd, Saturday, April
That's
3rd,
this
man.
Thursday.
This is going to be a big
Friday,
show.
Saturday.
So if you're out there, man, in NorCal, I mean, hey, oh, man, great spot to be. You got a lot of heavy hitters out there. There's going to be
Yes,
a lot of
sir.
good bikes. So again, man, this is April 3rd, the Central Valley Cruisers and Easy Riders pop-up show, man. So yeah, all the info's there.
All right, and next, the
This is-
following weekend.
Go ahead.
The following weekend, second annual Big Ass.
Ugh.
Big Ass.
Ugh.
Big Ass.
Ugh.
That's it. That's all I'm going to talk about. You can read the rest. I just like saying Big Ass.
Custom bike show and ride, man. So again, man, some heavy hitters. This is April 10th. This is again out North Cal. So Sacramento. All the info is there, man. So if you're out there, hey, definitely a good place to be.
Popping.
Yes,
popping.
sir.
And then the next one. Oh, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is JoJo's ride out there in California. His father passed away. I believe this is a memorial ride. I think it is. And so look it up. If you're out in California and if you're not traveling anywhere, go to this ride. JoJo it's a really good friend of ours. We saw this, so we wanted to share it. So rest in peace to your dad. And JoJo, we love you, my dude. All right. And
then-
now, woo!
April 10th.
This is going to be popping
Yeah.
this weekend.
So yeah, this past weekend, man, these guys were out here doing their thing. So again, man, this is gonna be a big ride out, the Bike Life ride out.
Yes.
Out here, April 10th. A lot of information out there, man. So, but that is the date, April 10th.
It's gonna be popping. There's gonna be so much stuff going out here in this weekend or that weekend. I'm so excited for this popping off in Las Vegas. I missed the last week's ride because I was in Yuma, and that was fantastic out there. But I heard many good things
Oh,
about
man,
the
these guys
BMX.
were doing their
It was
thing out here,
popping, yeah.
man.
So
Super active.
Vegas is hot right now. So if you have any opportunities to come out to Vegas, there's always something to do in Vegas, bike related. I'm telling you, you're missing out if you don't come.
So this is April 30th through May 2nd.
I'm trying to fly out there.
This is Rotten Peaches Riders BC. This is out there in Atlanta. This is gonna be an event, man. They
Yeah.
got so many categories, the shows, a lot of stuff going on, man. So if you are on that side, man, definitely a place to be, man. Again, this is April 30th to May 2nd. Rotten Peaches Riders BC, man, Atlanta, Georgia.
I wonder how much it costs to ship my Zephyr over there. I want to go to this so bad for some reason. I just
Oh
want to
man,
go.
it's gonna be. It's gonna be
I just
good.
want to go to this.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff coming up in the next couple of months
Yeah.
out there, man.
So, all right, cool, guys. So, next one, let's see. Oh, let's
So
see.
May
To the
8th,
voodoo.
Yuma.
Yes.
I'm definitely gonna try to make it out there for
Yes.
this one. But this is May 8th again in Yuma, AZ. This is the Cinco de Voodoo weekend with Charro BC. So again, man, May 8th,
This-
Yuma, AZ.
Yes. Pedals Up Podcast will be there, and also Exclusive Bicycle Club will be there also. So it's going to be dope. We're excited to be there. So shout outs to Pedro and Charo out there. All right, next one.
This is Eastside Riders, Ohio, Saturday, May 8th. There's a meetup spot, the address, the location.
Oh,
So,
that good stuff.
Oh, yeah, man. All the info is out there, man. So, again, man, this is the Eastside Riders, Ohio, and this is Saturday, May 8th.
All right, next one. Let's see here. Let's suck. Oh, what? Oh, damn. Special plug at the bottom. What the hell?
Oh, man, shout
The
out to
Volt.
Mike. Shout out to Mike Scoy,
Mike,
man.
shout out to Mike Scoy with the Volt. So with the Volt BMX shop out here in Las Vegas. So the next ride, do we got the next ride up?
Yeah, so this is May, right? That's 5?
Yeah. That's 5, yeah.
I'm like, I got to count my toes.
I got
Yeah. So yeah, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4 days, yo, of SoCal BMX ride, different locations. This thing, I'm sure, is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a lot of social media stuff going on in these rides.
There's gonna
you know
be
what
a
I'm
lot.
saying? So SoCal BMX ride.
Yeah. I said 5.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Okay, so that's going to be fun. Let's see if we'll attend that. A couple of us will attend that. Let's see what's up with that. What else? What else? What else? That's the last one. Okay, we got Reno. Rock and Pedal.
Oh yeah, May 22nd.
Yes, 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 yes. Who's throwing it? Oh, Warren Wong. Warren Wong and Tim
Tim Riley.
Tim Riley, they're doing a lot of things out there. You know, that's good. That's good.
So I'm telling you guys, man, super active out there. A lot of badass bikes. These guys are doing big things out there, man. So definitely check it out, man. Again, man, if you're in that area, or if you're not, man, it's still going to be a pretty good place to be, man. So again, man, that's May 22nd.
So check that out. All right. Is that all the rides?
Pedal.
Is that all the rides?
Uh,
Is that all the rides, PJ? All right, cool. We got all the rides. So now we're going to get to the segment that we like, that a lot of people like and look forward to. They're like wondering what bike is up for Bike of the Week or whose bike. And there's like, oh, maybe it could be mine. You never know. You never know whose bike it's going to be. But Danny, go ahead and talk about your bike.
Yeah, so mine, I picked, this is
Mine comes with that picture.
Daniel Big D Martinez, the Blue Devil.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so let me see. Fabricated by Adam
Goes with
Mountain pinstriping, Tony's pinstriping, powder coating
I
by the
did?
powder coat guy, and Club Deuces. So yeah, man, badass bike. I like this. I believe it's a one-off.
It looks cool, man.
Yeah, he posted it a while back, and I think he was in the Arizona Lowrider show too. So
Oh, really?
Yeah. So a dope bike, man. So yeah, this was my pick of the week. So yeah, man. What
Cool.
you got
You know,
this week?
since you bought something blue, you know, I just so happened to bring this blue bike over. I was able to ride it, and it was like, this is actually kind of cool. But he doesn't know. He had no idea that I was going to do this. But boom, I'm showing you this bike right here. Francisco Hernandez. There's his bike. That's Frankie. That's Frankie from Southeast Chapter, Bacata, right there. That's my boy. I really took a look at his bike at the show. It was just dope.
That's the one that Chemito saw
Yeah.
him cruising in.
Yeah, so yeah.
Hey, Chemito.
That bike is so dope. I actually took the time to really look at this bike at the bike show this weekend.
Got the air right.
Yeah, and I did not take a picture. He took that picture, but he did not know that I was picking his bike. But you know, this guy's a famous dude. You guys have no idea how famous he is. I'm gonna show you a picture of him right now. Which one do you think it is? Which one do you think it is? Now, it's the one on the left and the one on the right. That's Francisco. The one in the middle, that's the guy from the Mayans. That's the big brother. I always said that he looks like him, so I did that. So, yeah, that's my dude, Frankie. That's my dude, my famous dude, Frankie. So I just wanted to give him a shout out. So congratulations, you two, on the bike of the week with the trike and the Blue Devil. It was their dope bike. So thank you guys very much for actually taking the time to really take a good picture of your bike and actually putting in that work, because the work pays off at the end. So we want to try to show them off.
I actually went to high school with one of the guys at the Mayans, Vinny Rocco.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, we played baseball together.
Dope.
Hey, gang. Anyways, man, I'm excited for this week's guest, man.
Oh,
like,
man.
Super excited. Yo,
Yes.
When you told me who it was, I was like, what?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
really.
It's hard. It is hard to find good quality guests. There's a lot of people in the bike life community that that has something to do with it, or something like that. But this particular person that I called and he accepted, and we were so happy, dude. It's mind blowing. Let me show you this video real quick. Go ahead. Yeah. Y'all saw that, right? Y'all really saw that, right? I saw that. Oh my gosh! So let's bring this man in. Mr. RWD, Mr. Rodino. I can never say, Rodino. RWD. What's up, my dude?
Right.
How you doing?
How's it going? I'm doing good.
Good, man. Hey, man. Yeah. We're so happy for you to be on this show, and then just showing people the quality of work that you have done. It's freaking mind blowing. How you doing today, my dude?
I'm doing good. You know, I just got off of work, and usually after I get off of work, I do a lot of customizing, and either I'm engraving or painting.
Okay.
So between time, like I say, if I'm waiting for paint to dry, I go in the engraving portion of it and start engraving. So I'm going back and forth.
Nice.
So
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for going on 3 years
3 years?
from retirement.
Oh, from
So
retirement.
From retirement, yeah. So I started at an early age of 14. You know, I was walking down the street and I saw this one guy in his garage. He was doing a lot of, painting in there. I wasn't too sure what he was painting, but one day I saw him pinstriping a car. So I happily walked to the corner of the garage and just watched him. And I've been watching him every day, after school. Then one day I got up closer to the garage and, he kind of asked me, I said, hey, you interested? I said, yeah, I'm interested. So he gave me a pinstriping brush. And that pinstriping brush, I took it home and I went in my mom's nail polish collection. And I went outside, started striping my little tiny cars that I had. And from there, I got into the striping the bikes. Then I realized, wow, it looks pretty good. And by the time, I kept on going by, the gentleman's, garage. And one day I asked him, I said, why do you do it this way? How come you don't do it the opposite way? So one day he goes, you know what, take this brush, see if you can do it. And one day I just started helping him stripe it and been striping ever since. And from there, it just developed from, friends to other friends. And at age, 16, 17, I was doing a lot of cars already. And I started assisting on, a lot of people's, custom painting in some of the shops and, doing a lot of things for the lowrider industry, the hot rod, the monster trucks. And I mean, it just became so obsessed trying to do it. And by the time you know it, word got out and I just started doing a lot more. And at the same time, I was, at school, I was taking a lot of art class because really what I wanted to become was more of an airbrush illustrator. Mm-hmm. And that's what really I wanted to do. But, on the airbrush world, I thought maybe it would be good to learn everything. And from there, I picked up a Dremel and I started doing some Dremel work on the side, but I couldn't figure out, how they got into the metal deep enough. So I started looking around. Back then you had no email or Instagram or no way to find out, how they done it. So one day I looked up a bunch of these guys and I got to reach out to Rudy Pena. And he was like, back then he was an engraver, for the lowrider and hot rod industry, and also the motorcycle. But at that name, type of the game that he was working, he was getting ready to retire in the next, 6-7 years. So he was getting, pretty old age. And I went over there a few times to try to find out the type of tools he used. Mm-hmm. And he was more a push engraver than the traditional one. Some people did hammer engraving, back in the old style, ways of engraving back in the, early 1800 on the Western style engraving. Uh-huh. And so I wanted to do a little more, or if I was going to do production work, I wanted to have an engraver that's going to really work. So I did all my research. At the same time, I was practicing. I mean, I even practiced on my own lowrider car that I had. I had a Buick Regal, so I was fixing that up. And then from there, I just started engraving my own cars and other pieces. And, at the same time, I started striping a lot of friends' cars and from friends. And from there, I started going to, higher caliber groups, started doing, pretty much a lot of the lowriders, striping a lot of the lowriders. I had like 3-4 cars a week that I used to custom pinstripe. and by the time you know it, it just exploded. And I started getting into the new ones, the mini trucks, the Euro cars, and I painted one of the cars. It was called uh, it was a blue CRX, and it was I forgot the name of the car, but he came out on the cover of Lowrider magazine, and from there it just exploded. From there, after he got on the cover, from there I was just doing pretty much everyone's car, pretty much in California and different parts of the states. Bring it down to my little shop, and I started freelancing to a lot of the shops in the Bay Area. I used to stripe a lot of cars too for Heinrichs on the side, and never put my name on it. So a lot of things I did for a lot of the local companies, I never put my name on it. They just used it, stating that their shop did it all. I was fine because I got paid.
Yeah.
So I didn't really care to take the glory or say that I'm the one that did it. I just felt proud that I got paid.
You got paid, yeah.
For something I love doing.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
So from there, I started doing so much more. I was doing a lot of magazines. Got involved with Sony magazines, and did a lot of story for a lot of different company. I entered an international art competition through the illustration magazines, and I got noticed by a few directors, from the different books. Some of the books that I got published on was, if you ever see my work, my work's on the Airbrush Action magazines, different magazines that I've been published on. Back in the days, this one on this airbrush how to do things for a publication. I came out on this when I was 17, so I was pretty much published at an early age. And from there, I started doing race cars, helmets, custom painting a lot of helmets to support, I guess, my art. And how they say sometimes an artist is a starving artist. I don't think I was ever starving. I did real well. I always had work. And at an early age, during my 20s, I started getting to the point where I felt like I had too much work.
Yeah.
I couldn't control the output coming out from everybody. I had people from around the world, because since I got published in the big books, I was sought after to do a lot of either magazine ad, editorial, doing a lot of commercial work for package design, logo designs, poster work. In the motion picture industry, I did a lot of CD covers back then. I did a lot of cover arts for a lot of the CDs. And, some of the companies I'd done work for, California's Real Cheese. California's Real Cheese, I did the design. Let me show you the design I did. You guys probably know this cheese. You guys seen this cheese before?
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah. So I designed it.
That one.
He designed that, guys.
So
That's
this is
him.
the original design that I have.
I got the same one in my refrigerator right now.
Yeah. So yes, I was the designer of it. I had, I got the original one from back in what year? 1990. So I designed this back in 1990.
Wow.
So like I was saying, in that time, I was noticed by people around the world without any type of social media, and I became an international bronze medalist, and
Nice.
I hold that title right now since internationally. And back then, I was trying to go for my gold. Then that's when it kind of took a turn where I had too much coming in, too much to do, wanting by so many different people, and I felt like I needed time to stay away from it and do something else.
Yeah, I got you.
You know how they say when your passion becomes work, the passion kind of left, and that's when I retired.
Gotcha.
But you
So-
know what though, man? You took it to that level, to the extreme though. Like, I mean, there's a lot of people that kind of dabble in a little bit of this and a little bit of that, man. But you took it to the extreme where I told you, I was telling him that I feel he's like a Michelangelo, a Van Gogh, like that quality of like your scroll work, a lot of the stuff that you do, man, is amazing. Now that I've been actually kind of looking into engraving, I've actually been checking out a lot of people's work, and a lot of the stuff that you do, I'm like, wow, it's super amazing, man. Like just your work, you have a steady hand, everything. You have an eye like now when I walk around, I'm looking at everything now, shapes, like little things motivate me where I'm like, oh, that looks like a scroll, that looks cool, that turn or that this. So what motivates you? What was driving you? I mean, was there a competition? Was there somebody that you were, or was it just for yourself? Like, what would drive you to like
To come back.
try to get published here, or to try to get your name out there, man? Because I mean, it's one
Well,
thing, like you're saying, the business and the artist part of it, but like seems like the artist part of you was like really driving you, man, to that point where, like you were saying, you have to have that discipline too, where it becomes a job.
yeah,
You know?
and the thing with me with the way I work, even with the job that I have today, I kind of, my boss will sometimes tell me, he goes, you know what, you work too much, you need to take some time off. And so one day we're in a group meeting, a team leadership meeting, and he asked me, I said, you've been doing a lot of, because I do a lot of design work internally for the company.
Mm-hmm.
I design all our trophies. I design all our, things, advertisement and everything for the company. And one day he asked me, he goes, you were a famous illustrator. You did a lot of things for so many people. Why don't you go back doing it as a passion on the side, and we'll talk about it in a year. So he challenged me. So that was like my first challenge. And from there, a friend of mine invited me to a show, and that show was one of the bike show that the Cruiser Shop held in San Jose,
The shiny
the
side
sunny
up.
side
Mhm.
up, right? So I went out there for the first time, and when I looked out there, I was pretty intrigued with some of the the bikes they have. But back at that time it was pretty small. They had nothing really out there. So from there, and that year, I went to the Cruiser Shop and I met Dominique from the Cruiser Shop, and he asked me. I said, why don't you get back into it? I got a bike for sale. Maybe you can do something with this bike.
Yeah.
So I ended up picking up one of the hard time bike and took it home, and I told my kids, I'm going to enter the competition for next year.
Mm-hmm.
And my kids ended up said, well, Dad, you were good back then, but you don't have what it takes no more. You're old already. These new guys have new things to show out, and your style is already old. So it's better to just
Go back.
retire. So
So-
so that year, I spent time. I built the hard time, the red one, and
Yeah.
I was pretty much influenced with the Indian bike, and I
So
just striped the heck out of this bike. And when I entered, I received the meanest bike over there, and really opened up pretty much the doorway. And from there, I posted it. My wife posted it on her Facebook, and some of the people, I guess, have been looking for me all these years, to see what happened to me, to repaint something, or something like that. And one of the guys that I did some work with, he saw that bike, and he kept on wondering, this looks like someone I know. And from there, he reached out to my wife, texted her, and asked, "Is this Rodino's bike? Is he the painter of this bike?" And she never answered him. And one day, somebody, because I put my name as RWD, I never really put my name on there. So he got on my website, and he kept on looking at my website, and he finally realized there was one stripe or couple stripe that he noticed that I'd done on one of the page. And from there, he texted me, and from there, everything just blew up. And the person that reached out to me, his name is Bruce. He owned Wicked Beauty. So Wicked Beauty is one of the bikes that I painted. That's really crazy bike out there. It's been coming out in a lot of magazines. It's supposed to be a release this coming up. I'm trying to prepare for a Stockton show this month. So hopefully,
Y'all getting to see
Came
some
out on
really
the-
cool stuff, guys. Right now, here it comes.
yeah. So it came out on the Airbrush magazine while I was doing the process of the work. His tank came out on the cover of the Airbrush magazine, and it's also featured on the Art and Chrome magazine. And
I think I have
through
that bike.
COVID, it was supposed to be released, completely But through COVID, all the shows and everything got canceled. So it was kind of one of those things where it was unfortunate that we were never, to release it this year. But 2021 is going to be a good year for us to really get the bike out, and I'm hoping down the line that he gets one of the big covers moving forward. So this is actually the motorcycle right here.
The
I
motorcycle.
mean, it's fully painted
Man,
with all the filigrees that you can imagine. So this bike came out on the SEMA show, and it was an honor that I was able to go there, invited by Trulers and sponsored by Trulers and also Tamco. Tamco was one of the companies that helped me with all the sponsorship that I've worked, and I've been doing a lot of work with Tamco, going to all the things that they have, specials, the Virginia shows that they have, for teaching. And there's one coming up in May. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be there. I'm just trying to get my time off from work.
Yeah.
There's so many things going on right now, but it's going to be a good event. And there's going to be a lot of, famous artists that's going to be over there. And I was fortunate that I got picked to go over there the second time this year.
Nice.
So I like to, give thanks to a lot of the companies that supported me all these years. 3M supported me, and all the local companies that supported, my art. Never asked for it, but at the same time, it was nice to be asked.
Yeah.
So
nice, man.
But like I said, I've been. Go ahead.
A lot of this you do there. This is your studio right here. This is where a lot of your work gets done.
A lot of the work gets done here. If anything big, then I usually go down to their shop or their studio. If I'm collaborating with somebody, I'll collaborate, part here and part there. So, to me, when I was going to do this job, a lot of people ask me, how come I'm not painting cars? I said, well, the bike world pays more money than the cars. So
wow.
Sometimes I want to go where the car's at. And not only that, I don't need a big warehouse to, custom paint all kinds of cars. And
gotcha.
Because, to tell you the truth, the last car I painted, it was, a car that was going to be a lowrider of the year for, the Euro style. And I helped custom paint it for about 6 months. So just imagine I could paint in 6 months, I could paint 6 big bikes, and I'll, from one bike, I'll get paid with the 6 months I worked on a car.
Gotcha.
So that car, I put all kinds of murals on that car. I striped it. I did all the patterns and everything all around the car, underneath fender wells, the top of the hood. The car was totally covered, with artwork and candies and pinstriping.
Yeah.
And when we finished the car, it never got showed. So those were like the last remaining months when I ended up retiring. So it kind of got me frustrated. And from there,
do you, man? Like really, just do you now? Like you've already reached, and now just keep doing you, because really, like that's where the passion is. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
to me, it's like, in order to have that passion and work on certain things, you can't, because I know a lot of people, they do it as a living, right? And as a living, it's hard to do the best work you can on every job. You got to put that job out right away. For me, I'm only going to take in, if they're not going to rush me. If they're going to rush me, I'm not going to do the work.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, because like I said, I'm not a starving artist. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the love of art, and also to showcase and to have a little bit of history. So if my family or my grandchildren looks back and say, "Oh yeah, that was my grandpa doing all that work back then."
That's cool in itself, because I had when I was going to Yuma, and I went to the Yuma show and everything, and I just saw all the people's bikes and stuff. You know how like everybody has the old school Schwinn's, like 1948, blah, blah, blah. It was this, but it's a rare bike, blah, blah, blah. Like, I feel like the bikes that we're building right now are going to be those types of bikes 50, 60 years from now that people are going to be looking back on. It's like, wow, look at that. Like, you know, it's like we're building future. But when you paint these bikes, man, it takes it to a whole different level that I'm like, I'm just blown away. I mean, there's so much detail. Like the pictures that we have here for the details on these bikes. Oh, watch, you'll see them right now. So like he painted like this one right here. When you see the up close details to these bikes and stuff like that, it's like super clean, super amazing. I mean, the stuff makes sense how he paints it. I mean, everything makes sense. I mean, just looking at the hub, watch when you switch, just looking at the hub and look at all the detail and step by step on how he did all of that. That's custom. That's like full custom right there, guys. So whatever information you guys take on from this show, from this particular show on to your next build, and then I feel like we're gonna see some transitions on certain bikes when they come out. I mean, when I see bikes like this or heavy hitter bikes like this, the first people that I think about are the Chicago brothers when they come out with their bikes. Shout out Chicago brothers out there. They come out swinging when they're with their bikes. I mean, they came out 2000, what is it, we're 21, I think 2018, 2017 with their engraved bikes and stuff, and it just like opened up some certain things that like it shook the ground on people, you know. And when you see the details and stuff like that, you know, it's so amazing to see like this, man. Look at all that detail work.
Like to me,
You know, it's like
well, yeah. I was gonna
just
say
like my daughter. No, go ahead.
You guys are fighting.
No, go ahead, man. No, just to me, I mean, this stuff is inspiring because, like, you know how you're saying all that stuff to me is like, now that I've been getting into the engraving stuff, man, and like really looking into a lot of this, I see freedom when I see this. I see not having to like a corporate job, because I come from that stuff, man, and I'm trying to get away from that. I'm trying to get more into this. So one thing I do like telling people, man, it'd be cool to have you see, like, I see you do some of your editing stuff on the Instagram. Like, it'd be cool to see a channel of you doing this stuff, or maybe like I tell people like even like a school, man, like just teaching people this stuff, because like how you said that when you saw that guy, well, why don't you do the brush like this? What if there's one guy that could be like, you know, what if you try this, and it can inspire you? Like I tell people, like iron sharpens iron, man. Sometimes you need to be around that. Because, I mean, you could tell everybody exactly what you use, the tools, all that stuff, but that doesn't mean that they're going to do exactly what you do, because at the end of the day,
Exactly.
they don't have the drive, the determination, that it factor, that why that pushes you to be that way. They're not going to do it, because you have to put in that work. Like, I bet when you're at work now, like when you get home, you're like, all right, now it's time to work. You know what I'm saying?
Now it's time to have fun.
It's a different kind of work. It's a different kind of release. That's why I say it's that freedom. It's that getaway where you're just not thinking, you're just doing, but it's a passion. It's a different kind of release. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what I see when I see that kind of stuff, man. It's very inspiring to me.
You know, just like in the pinstriping world, you know, a lot of people say I use the wrong brush for, you know, what I do. But I challenge people, you know, at the same time, because a lot of people can't, you know, they can't even use the brush that I use for the things that they, you know, use with, because I can use a regular pinstriping brush and use it as a scroll brush. I can use, you know, pretty much a striping that they would never use for a scroll. I use it for a scroll.
So whatever.
So it's really
whatever
just
works.
Yes. It's really, you know, what I wanted to do is really master, instead of going to like 3, 4, 5, 10 different brushes, I can use one brush for everything.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
so-
it.
Yes,
Gotta be.
yes.
That's it.
Yes.
God, there's people out there that can't even use a fork. Okay, they use it still like this, but you know you got to master the fork. I say that about
Oh, man,
tools.
you can have everything.
You can have everything,
and it's
but-
still not going to work.
Yeah.
It's not going to do it for you. It's just whatever you're comfortable with. Just master, like you said, master what you're good at. Stick to what you're comfortable, because there isn't rules to this. This is art. This is art. It's when they try to box it in, oh, you got to do it this way, you got to do it. It's like, whoa. It's like you're taking away from the art. This is art. So a lot of times it's like, hey, man, everyone has their different techniques. Everybody. If everybody was doing it the same, then it'd be boring.
Yeah.
So it's good to see different techniques, because sometimes it gets you to think outside the box, like, oh, so that's how that's done. Because it's the same thing with engraving. Like, I was looking into a lot of, like, how do they dig deep? Like you were saying, the dread Dremel. It's like, no, there's different tools. And then when you find out, like, well, that's all there is out there, then you're like, well, how can I go custom, improve? And then you're reaching out to people, you know what I'm saying, that you didn't think you were going to reach out to. And it's just you're pushing it, and then that pushes them,
But
you know.
even though I reached out to them, I never got an answer for anything.
It's
I
hard.
asked,
It's
because
hard. It's hard.
In the engraving world, it's all
Super
you
hard.
know, if you pay me, then I'll show you.
Yeah.
It's one of those kind of things where they don't like to show their trade secrets.
Nobody does.
But for me, I don't ask for payment for any type of trade secrets. It's like in the engraving world part, you got to be a master in sharpening your tools.
Oh, yeah.
That's an art by itself,
Yeah, yes.
And a lot of people will never know the art of sharpening the geometry of, what those tips should look like.
The angles, all
so there's
that,
different
yep.
styles.
Yeah.
Depending on what kind of metal you're engraving it. If you're doing guns versus, like watches or jewelry, you're going to be using different types of tips that's going to be working for that type of application. I mean, I'm trying to get more into the fine detail, using pretty much a microscope, trying to do like real fine things.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's really my passion, to try to do that and do something super, super micro. The smaller I could do it, the better I become. But for some people that does micro engraving, they can't do big engraving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be able to do it all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, that's cool.
No,
man.
I tell
That's so
people all the
cool.
time, is like, a lot of people, like they like to talk shit. They're like, I could do that. And it's like, really? Can you? At the end of the day, can you really do
Can
that
you
stuff?
really?
Because I can do what you do, but can you do what I do? You know what I'm saying? And it's not a cockiness. It's not a this. It's not a that. It's just something that pushes, that drives you, that breaks you out of the comfort zone. Because that's what happens to a lot of people. They get into that comfort zone, and they don't want to push anymore. They lose that artistic side of it. They're not being creative no more. It's just, now you just become, you know what I mean? So you always got to have that drive to push yourself, whatever that is. So it's good to see this, man. So like I said, man, to me, it's very inspiring to see all this stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
it is dope. It is dope.
2 days ago, I wanted to create I've been trying to get like a kickstand for, the bike that I'm building right now. But I couldn't really find any kickstand that's going to work for that bike that's going to look good. And so I went to the shop after work, and, the place that we have a huge shop where we have all the tools in the world. And so what I did is I cut out, some metal pieces. I designed it. I started drawing it in my office, and from there I created, a stand, for the pedal where it mounts onto. And so what I did is, okay, I'm gonna polish it up, get it ready for engraving, and right now I got, it's pretty much engraved now.
Nice.
Nice.
So now it's gonna go to, the chrome shop, and it's gonna be pedals. It's gonna be the kickstand for that bike.
Nice. See, man,
Pure metal.
That style, dude. That style, like that you guys have, like the Chicago brothers, Jesse from Delta Cruise. Shout out to Jesse because he won over there at the Lowrider show. So Jesse, like you guys have a certain style. Like you guys are in the whole league in your own. Because I ain't gonna lie. Because when we bring our bikes and we kind of find out certain people are gonna be there, we're gonna be like, damn. There's certain things, but But when you come with those types of bikes, it has to come with like a complete package. Like everything's got to be like new. Everything's got to be shiny because you put in that much work and that much money. I mean, I think that bike that you're building, the one that we showed with the video, that one's in price. That's up there. That's like hell up there.
But that's the thing, though. You want something one of a kind.
You want one of a kind.
something
Nobody wants the
unique.
same bike.
You want something, where else you gonna get that? Like, where else you gonna get that? So you have to pay to play, man.
Yeah,
That's
and Danny,
just what it is.
Danny said
it's just like a.
Danny said that
Just like on
he starts engraving because he's like, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna start doing it because it's like nobody else around. It's like in the same story that you had. It's like, you know what? It's like I waited or I can't find a certain person, so I'm gonna do it myself. So Danny took it upon himself. He was really pumped and he was really excited. So he's going for it, and we support him all the way on his goal of doing this. So it's a whole different type of art, and I love every bit of it. And we also share, like, you know, the graphic design and stuff like that. So you have a lot of your story that I'm going through right now, that I have too many branches going out everywhere, and I have to kind of like focus on my lane, because I just got too many things
So,
going on. So
So there's do you have the engraving tools?
Yeah, I started getting some. I'm building it up now, slowly. I'm gonna start doing maybe some apprenticeship work. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to just jump in there. So the dude out here in Vegas, he's very. I just hit it off with him because I'm coming from a real place, and he sees like I'm not just trying to. I'm not in it just to make a quick dollar. Like I'm in it, like I really want to learn it, because the scroll works, like doing all that stuff is gonna take time. Like it's gonna take time to learn all that shit, because I see a lot of videos of people just filling out space just to fill out space, and I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to make it pretty. I want to make it nice. I want to make it. So that's why when I see you doing the engraving and then the painting, and then I'm like, God damn, this guy's going like all over. But what I see is like just like so many hours that I can imagine you like really just sitting there putting in. You know what I'm saying? Like, because to learn all that stuff, there is no. You're not just gonna read that in a book.
No.
You're not just gonna watch one video and I could do that.
Yeah, it's
You
the
know?
patient, right? You gotta
Yes.
have patience.
you gotta
Yeah.
have patience. Gotta have patience.
Yeah, but the other thing too is like just like know that you're gonna mess up. Know that you're gonna have a lot of fail, a lot of like shit that didn't work. But you
Well,
have to
you
know
know,
how to
the
bounce
way I
back
look
from
at
that
it-
stuff. You know, it's just learning.
The way I think, and the way you got to think, is you're not gonna mess up.
Yeah,
If you think you're gonna mess up, you are gonna mess up. It's just like in the pinstriping. A lot of students I teach, I said, you're not gonna mess up, but your mind's telling you you're gonna mess up.
yeah,
And I realize a lot of people, when they're doing it,
that makes sense.
they're actually doing the actual work, the hard part. They stop breathing.
yeah,
And really, that's the secret. If you're going to pull the lines, or you're going to engrave, you're going to do some design, you got to continue breathing to make
Yeah.
sure, you're getting that oxygen through your bloodstream, and your fingers are not going to twitch on you because there's not enough oxygen going in there, or your mind is going to play tricks on you, saying, "Oh yeah, you're going to mess up right here."
yeah.
Mhm.
You got to put all those away.
With the engraving, I'm kind of seeing it's almost like golf, like muscle memory. Like you don't really know what the
Yeah.
cut's gonna come out to, but you know when it feels good. You know a good, like, oh, this is gonna be good. And then when it comes out,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, that was good. But like now I gotta match that.
Now you gotta do it again.
Yeah, but still, like when you get in that zone, when you know, you just have to like again practice, because again it's all muscle memory. It's all just not like learning how to use your tools, learning how to, because again you're in these positions a lot. Your hands start to hurt after a while, so you have to know how to a lot of that stuff too. Where you're not just like this always too. Your workstation, everything matters, because you again that patience, and you're gonna be putting in those hours. So all that stuff matters, man. And also too, masks, glasses, like all that stuff, because you're working with metals. A lot of times I get it, man. It's just that fuck it. But like no, man, that stuff like it does in the long term does take effect. You know what I mean? So you got to be, safety is always a good thing when you're doing a lot of this stuff with metals. You
In
know?
my workstation, you see that little tiny scoop on the back of me.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yep,
So that scoop goes around the whole, pretty much around the whole garage, and that's like it sucks all the either fumes from my airbrush, or when I'm doing the metal. And I still wear masks, and I wear
yeah. But you have to have that
safety glasses.
circulation, all that stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
So
man,
right now I have so many exhaust system in here, and to make sure that air is circulating 24/7. So that's real important, because my family wants to make sure when I'm doing this type of work that I'm safety is going to be number one for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the best
Yeah.
what's the best way for people to contact you or have questions or anything like that?
I would say Instagram. I try to answer everyone in my DMs, and people that comment. I try to email them back or text them back. Some people email me or text me, but a lot of people will private message me on my Instagram.
Oh, okay.
So I try to get back to everybody. I apologize for some of the people I haven't got back to. I just been super busy. But at the same time, if I can't do the work, usually I'll say it up front. Because right now I'm pretty much booked for about a year and a half. So I got a lot of work.
Got a lot of work for
And
you.
I try to
guys.
collaborate. I try to collaborate, so anything in between or anything gets delayed, you know, I have like either a 2-week open window or a 3-week open window while I'm doing other projects. So right now, I'm doing a lot of work right now from different countries, and you know, it's just there's going to be a wave of tons of things coming in that I'm going to be busy for the next you know, 2-3 months. But like I said, right now, you know, my booking right now is about a year and a half.
Wow.
I'm looking for
That's good.
towards the end of 2022 is I'm looking for booking, you know, for that area, that time zone. And like I said, you know, I don't do this 24/7. So, you know, I do this after work when my wife's still at work. When she comes home, I stop doing what I'm doing and, you know, spend time with the family.
Gotcha.
So it's family first.
That's right. Yeah.
You know,
That's-
so
Family's first. I sometimes I get too focused on it. So family is first. You're 100% right.
Yes.
But hey, man, thank you very much for being on the show.
Yes.
Is there any shout outs that you would like to do to anybody right now?
yeah, I'd like to give special thanks to my family, Maria, Bautista, and my kids are the one that really, Rodino, Bautista Jr., Joshua, Karina, Conda, my daughter, and my 2 grandchildren, Brooke and Everly. I'd like to give them a shout out. You know, they're the one that
Nice.
supported me, and they're the one that's in my background. They're actually the people that comes around and look at my work, and if it doesn't look right, they'll tell me. You know,
Oh.
they're like my
Brute honesty from the fam.
they really put me down where it needs to be put down, and I'm fine with that. You know,
That's cool. That's cool.
there's
man.
times where, you know, my wife will tell me the reason why you're messing up because you're too tired. You need to rest and go back the next day.
Yep.
Because I can
That's-
see the frustration in your face.
That's a fact.
So
That is 100% facts. That's facts. So, hey, man. But like we said, thank you very much for being on the show. I know there's been many comments, but and we're gonna go through them. You know, if you can, just when you look at the comments, like on the Facebook, just answer them on them. You know, I'm sure they'll be happy. Thank you guys for tuning in to this show. I appreciate you, RWD, for coming on. The staff, thank you guys. Danny, thank you very much for being my partner in this, and Los Cyclists for having a great show. And yeah, so everything's just been good, man.
Yeah, but really, man, get on his Instagram and really check out his work.
Check
you
out
can see
his
a lot of
stuff.
the pictures, man, because really amazing stuff, man. Really amazing.
And I really hope that this show inspired somebody out there that didn't know if they can do it or not. Danny is.
I'm super inspired
He is
by this
super
show. Trust
inspired.
me, yo, man. This
So
is super
if
inspiring.
you had
to me.
any kind of inspiration from this show, go for it, man. Don't be scared of to mess up or anything. Just do it. Just do it like he said. And, you know, so thank you guys very much for tuning in. Tune in to next week's show. It's going to be a good one because we're going to try to get a BMX guy on here or we're going to get somebody good for next week. So you'll see next week. So once again, stay tuned to the end of the video. At the end of the show, there's going to be a video on when he built the Indian bike, the hard time bike.
It's right there in the
Yeah,
background.
you see it right there.
there.
It's in the background right there. You see
Yeah.
it behind him. Yeah, you'll see how where he built that and painted that, and he was at Shiny Side Up. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. And if you ain't got a bike, get a bike. Stop being lazy in your goddamn life. When we out of here.
If you know 163, tap them on the shoulder, have them bring their bike up to the front. Oh, there it is. Where it is. It's on its way up. Here he is. He's coming up right now for the Others Trophy presentation. Photo op. Is that the Indian? Yeah. That's sick right there. Give it up, people. Come on. Put your hands together. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. There it is, little photo op. Now what I want you guys to do right now, put your hands together, give it up for all